Natalie and Monique Middlecoff, Natalie Hodson.
And one of the questions that we got really was on that same kind of vein of, do I need to be doing abdominal bracing and pelvic floor bracing every time I'm moving, every time I'm lifting? Well, ideally. So we have perfect world and then we have real world. So in our perfect world, we would want to be able to have consistent amount of support and strength so that we don't have to consciously say, okay, activate, brace, hold, and now move, because we'll have that internal support. But in a perfect world, as we're recovering, we really do need to have that time where we think about, okay, I'm going to deliberately and purposefully brace by lifting up the pelvic floor muscles, and then providing extra support for the muscle of my back and the muscle of my core by making a gentle contraction as I do things like twisting, as I do things like lifting overhead, moving forward, bending.
A big one if you are a new mom is as you're nursing your baby, you roll over to nurse, and then as you're rolling over to get out of bed, be really gentle in that movement and how you contract and brace yourself as you roll out of bed too. Instead of just sitting right up, you want to be real gentle in that contraction. So what I think about it now is almost like a zipper motion. So I start in I can't say, why am I so silly? I get embarrassed when I say the words. But I start in the back and I think, okay, squeeze and contract, back, middle, front, up into my abdomen. So it's almost like I focus on like squeezing, contracting, lifting, bracing, kind of that movement.
It's a great idea. And if you're in those first initial stages, for those of you who've just recently delivered, know that anytime that we have high force and the tissue isn't able to withstand that force, that we're going to potentially impose new injury. Yeah. So find new ways to maneuver through activities that you have to do. Like if you have to lift heavy weights, take extra breaks, see if you can get someone to give you a hand, do something. And that doesn't mean that that's a life sentence. I think sometimes we think like, oh, I'm gonna have to do moderate intensity for the rest of my life. I'm gonna pee my pants every single time I do activity. It's why we work on recovery, that we kind of take a time out from the other activities to heal, restore, recover, and then get back to things that we want to